Beautiful. Oh, my beloveds, so good to be here with you in this very first dark moon of 2026. So during our alignment, you know that there will be periods of silence where I receive guidance. And all that you need to do is close your eyes, breathe and relax. Sitting with your feet flat on the floor with your shoes off if you wish. Knowing that we only work with the highest energies of love and that your higher self is present. You can allow your thinking mind to go out and play. And we're working in the subtle energy fields of the infinite. A lot of energy will be moving as we work. So I may remind you to actually breathe in and out, but don't wait for me. Anytime you need a nice deep you go right ahead. Knowing that as the energy moves, many times, y'all know I yawn. So whatever it is for you, it could be crying, sighing, singing, yawning as well. We're just moving energy, and that is beautiful. And while it may seem that you're just sitting quietly while the guides work, know that you are a vital part of this healing process. And also that the work that we do here today for ourselves ripples out and has a transformative effect on the rest of the world. So let's begin by resetting our sacred space, putting hands in prayer pose for a deep breath in. Exhale, allowing your fingers to fall forward, imparting time, space, reality. Moving the past out past your left hand, the future out past your right. Releasing those timelines to all that is. Feeling this bubble of now energy surrounding you. Hands back for another breath. Now expanding that now energy bubble out, 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 out until it completely fills the room you're in. Beautiful. And grounding our physical bodies to Mama Earth. Again, feeling your feet firmly on the ground, and imagine them going down into the earth itself, connecting in to your Earth Star chakra, going deeper and deeper and deeper until it feels as if your hips are actually being held by the earth, strongly held here in this energy. And imagine the great tree, the tree of life, with its roots deep in the center of Mama Earth, winding around massive boulders and gemstones, very, very solid. Imagine the trunk of this tree is coming up your body, creating a thick, firm ground cord that holds you solidly. The ground cord itself is hooked to the center of the earth, and you feel grounded, secure and safe, cared for. Knowing it's important to stay grounded when we're growing. The more you expand, the thicker and more supportive your ground cord needs to be. And these roots that are going down deep into the earth not only secure you, but they also drink in and bring up to your physical body abundance, stability, and balance for all areas of your life. And deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Now that we're all nice and grounded, I'm going to raise the vibration in and around us. And if you have things like your drums or rain sticks, maybe even clapping, that would be fun. Using your voice, whatever you like. I'm being called to play with the flute here a little. Let's just make some joyful noise and raise the vibration. Ah, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I love it. And while we're all here, yay, the most energizing process that we do is filling our energy tanks with sacred power. So closing your eyes, keeping your eyes closed while we're filling so we don't dissipate the energy. Taking a nice deep breath in, invite your higher self to come to its seat, the chakra above your crown chakra over the top of your head. Your higher self is you, of course, but it's the part of you that has the bigger picture, the bigger understanding, eternal, very, very wise, and always here for you. I'm going to take a moment to greet your higher self and thank this part of you for bringing you to this point in your life, and ask permission for us to work together today. Beautiful. Now bring your focus to your first chakra. For women, this is a little further forward than the tailbone, kind of between your ovaries. Set the intention to open your first chakras. Chakras will open like the lens of a camera, and it's going to open simply because you're telling it to. So open your first chakra. Beautiful. Bringing your attention now to the bottoms of your feet, and ask your feet chakras to open. And finally, bringing your attention to the palms of your hands, ask your hand chakras to open. And now bringing your attention to just above the top of your head, and ask your crown chakra to open. Beautiful. Now invite earth energy to come up the side channels of your legs, all the way up, up, up to your first chakra, letting the energy of the earth circulate in your first chakra, and then flow down through your ground cord, taking whatever you're ready to release with it. Now calling down beautiful golden cosmic light from the center of the universe, calling it to come down, down, down through your crown chakra, passing through all of your main chakras, filling your body, coming down, down, down until it meets the earth energy in your first chakra. The energies of heaven and earth now mix, and you have sacred power energy circulating through your first chakra. This new energy begins to pump all the way up through your spine and showers up and out of your crown chakra, showering down through your aura. Some of the sacred power moving up your body circulates into your shoulders, down your arms, and showers out through your hand chakras. Some of the powerful new energy mix flows down through the center channels of your legs, down all the way down through your feet chakras, and out into Mother Earth. And even more of this beautiful mix flows down through your ground cord, healing and clearing and making it even stronger. Beautiful. Your energy system is now filling with sacred power. Ask your higher self to keep this energy moving for you so you don't have to pay any attention to it at all. which will allow you to focus on being present and being open for the change and transformation that's waiting for you here. Taking another nice deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Bringing our message today from Goddess Hecate, which again is the crossroads, and the sacred angel of Micah, which is synthesis, bringing us the crossroad of destiny and manifesting through choice. And Hecate is the Greek name for the goddess of crossroads, gateways, and choices, as well as crafts involving herbs, medicines, and poisons. She is the epitome of the crone who rules this time of year. So it's so appropriate for her to come to guide us during this beautiful, powerful time of year. So the message that they bring is this: we bring you the empowerment of the crossroad of destiny. You are at a pivotal point on your life journey. This may be obvious to you with a potentially life-changing decision before you, or you may not realize the impact that an apparently insignificant choice is going to have on your future. Either way, you are at a point where you can leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter to begin in your life. This is not something you need to be frightened of. It is a sign that you are progressing on your path. The crossroad of destiny happens when you have mastered a cycle in your life and a new cycle is before you. It is an opportunity that you can take best advantage of by listening to your heart. Taking a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. There is a certain comfort in familiarity. The world you have been living in has some sort of boundary, some degree of predictability, and certain things, people, or situations you can rely upon to behave in particular ways. These familiarities can be a way you choose to feel secure, even if you know deep within that life is always evolving, and so are you, and that things need to change to stay fresh, healthy, and inspired. The truth is that familiarity doesn't really create security. Your mind may like to think it does, but that is an illusion. All things change in time. That's natural law. What you and your mind need to remember is that you can choose to feel secure even through changing circumstances that lead you toward an unknown world. That unknown world will eventually become known to you with its own boundaries and some degree of predictability and familiarity until again change knocks at the door or kicks it down, and you are facing another crossroad in your life, needing to make decisions that will affect your future. The security you can feel in this process comes from knowing that this is not random, though it may seem that way at the time. Destiny is not simply a destination. It is a living process that will cause growth and evolution in you as you shed that which no longer serves your soul and open up to receive that which does. I'm going to pause here a minute just to mention our snake from the year of the snake, and the fact that Hecate is wreathed in snakes for change here. So this coming right here at the end of the year of the snake, the new year, somewhere in February, will be the new year for the new Chinese year will shift. We're going to be the fire horse. But it's this, we're back to the same thing of shedding what will no longer work for us. It doesn't work anyway. Why are we carrying it around? Now back to Elena's reading. You may wish to understand all the possible ramifications of your decisions, all possible outcomes, and then make a clear, logical choice as to what will serve you best. And although you can rely on logic and analysis, and perhaps you wish to start there if you're so inclined, it is through listening to your heart, the inner knowing, the voice of intuition within, that will bring you the most joyful experience. You can either play it safe or play it true. The heart will guide you to truth. The choice might scare you at first, or you may feel excited about what you feel in your heart is asking you to do. Your mind may not understand and therefore create doubt, but the heart has its own wise genius beyond compare. It is the vehicle through which the divine is felt, and it is your flawless inner compass. This oracle comes to you with a message. Let all your choices come from your heart. If it feels right from your heart and there is joy there, even if you have to search beneath the what if something goes wrong fear of your mind, then do it. If you have recently made such a decision and are waiting to see if the sky is going to fall on top of you, this oracle affirms that you have crossed the threshold into a new way and that it is time to leave the fears of the past behind you now. If you are feeling that you need a crossroad, a choice point to help you shift out of a habitual way of being that has become stifling to you, that you need a change, you need to broaden your horizons or try something different, then the oracle affirms this. You can always choose to try and continue with life as it is, even though in due course it will change and take you along with it. Or you can be the spiritual adventurer along your own untraveled path, knowing that the Divine Mother watches over you and will protect, assist, and guide you as you find your way. It is safe to trust the call to new life that you feel inside. It is your destiny urging you forward into much grace. Beautiful. Thank you. So taking a few deep breaths in and settling in for the healing. And receiving this invocation. We call upon Hecate, the ancient crone, the ageless one of unconditional love, she who guards the threshold, the crossroads, and the gateways. We call upon your loving protection and wisdom. We call upon the crystal angel of Micah, the healing spirit of light and synthesis of our own higher selves. and the guidance that loves each of us unconditionally. We receive your luminous presence completely into our bodies, our minds, and our souls. So be it. Now imagine or sense or perceive that you're descending down a spiral staircase made of shiny, reflective, metallic sheets of mica. It shines even in the darkness as you descend into a deep, open, black space. Within that space, you see a distant figure in a vast, flowing black cloak with a hood draped over her head. Notice that many paths converge around her, meeting at the point in the center where she stands. If you wish, you can make an offering to this figure by sending her love or placing an object, a relationship, a situation, or a set of life circumstances symbolically at her feet. She gently lifts her hood as you allow her to gaze at you in the knowledge that she sees all of you without judgment. She will help you make your next choice and take your next step on the path. Even if your mind is unsure whether you are at a crossroads, or if you know you are, but are still confused or frightened or uncertain about how to proceed, she's here for you. She holds up a shining golden key, and she places it gently in your hand. She steps back and shows you the multitude of doorways before you. Allow yourself to be drawn toward the door that feels right for you. If you're uncertain, allow her to firmly push you toward the door that is right for you now. At the door, place the key in the lock and turn it. The door opens for you and you step through it on to the next phase of your journey. Hecate watches you, and you sense her presence with you, protecting, guiding, and allowing you to make your own way with trust. When you're ready, say the following. I give the crystal angel of Mica and Hecate, who loves me unconditionally, permission to clear my field of any impediments that would hold me back from fully exploring my divine path or that would prevent me from stepping through this crossroads. On to the next pathway in my journey now. I also give full permission to these unconditionally loving beings to offer me whatever protection is needed to ensure I take the journey that will best fulfill my divine life mission. Through my own free will, so be it. Relaxing deeply at this point, allowing the healing guides to do their work, continuing to feel yourself surrounded by this beautiful presence, the goddess Hecate. Beautiful, thank you. Unwinding and rewinding our DNA to this new self that we have embodied. Unwinding the traumas and their ensuing free-floating thoughts that are in any way hindering your ability to leave the past behind and chart your course for a new adventurous chapter. Unwinding, unwinding, unwinding all imprints from parents and lineage that are in any way hindering your ability to let go of familiar, to follow your heart's guidance. Unwinding all of those imprints. Unwinding all conditioning from the trance of the masses that is in any way limiting you from joyfully living your beautiful next chapter. Unwinding all of the conditioning. Unwinding all of the karma as appropriate that limits your ability to have faith in your path. Unwinding all the karma as appropriate. Unwinding all the contracts and oaths, vows and swearings you have ever taken or made across all lifelines, lifetimes, dimensions that are in any way limiting you to shrink back or staying small to feel safe. Unwinding all of those oaths, vows, and swearings. Unwinding all of the storylines, entrenched or habitual thought patterns definitions, conclusions, any hidden or secret agendas, all assessments, beliefs, evolutions, expectations, or projections. Unwinding everything, whether named or unnamed, that in any way are limiting your ability to have a massive restoration of confidence, faith, and trust in yourself, in your path, and in Source's care and concern for you. You are adored. Unwinding. Unwinding. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now rewinding your DNA. Rewinding a major vibrational shift that benefits you in your life. Rewinding any and all latent codes and keys within you. Rewinding inherent talents, ancient wisdom within you. Rewinding any and all blessings and support possible to bring this all into alignment for your highest potential, your highest possibilities to become physically realized now. Activating the upgrade now. Taking in a nice, deep, slow breath in and out. Visualizing, sensing, or feeling that your awareness is spiraling back from that sacred space into your body, into the here and now. Feel the air on your skin, the temperature of the room, the heat or the coolness of your feet. Placing your hands in prayer at your heart center to acknowledge this healing practice. Notice what opportunities, inner nudges, outer encouragements come to you in the days and weeks following this exercise. Don't be afraid to act. Trust in what life delivers to you, and trust in your own power of discernment and intuition. And another deep breath in together, releasing it with a sigh. Stop filling with energetic power now, your sacred power. Stop pulling energy up from the earth and close your first chakra. Stop pulling energy down from the cosmos and close your crown chakra. Rubbing your hands together briskly and blowing out any excess energy. Close your hand chakras. Instructing your feet chakras to stay open until all excess energy is return to Mother Earth, and then they can close on their own. Beautiful. Ask your higher self to create a beautiful crystal ball above your crown chakra. Seeing your name written on that beautiful ball. Your higher self is placing in the crystal ball a gift that represents all that you require to move forward powerfully at this time, along this beautiful sacred path. Your higher self closes the crystal ball and drops it down through your crown chakra. Notice where the ball comes to rest. When it stops, it simply dissolves, and your gift remains in that area where the ball came to rest. And you may know what your gift is, you may know why you received it, you may know nothing at all. But it's perfectly fine either way. You have everything you need to move forward beautifully at this time. Healing guides are going to come in and bring each of us a brand new covering for our auras. So going up the soul star chakra, they're going to peel it down and drop it down through your earth star chakra. Immediately back up. A fresh, beautiful covering, nice and supple, and tucking it in to your earth star chakra. Now smoothing it down, releasing any more excess energy that might be hanging out. So we're going to go down the front. If there are any cords or any tears or any repairs that need to be made, then we make them at this time. Down this right side. Down the back. Down the left side. Beautiful. Taking a couple more deep breaths in. You may want to wiggle your toes. Maybe wiggle your nose. Coming back. And while we're still here in this dreamy space, let's go to our intuitive art and receive guidance for this next step. Kind of a visualization of what we've received today from Hecate, from our heart, from Source itself. Give us a few moments to work on that together. You ready or you need a few more minutes?
I am ready.
Let me stop that. All right. Ooh.
Wow.
Yes.
I went pretty deep there.
Yeah. Down into the depths. Oh, I love that image of the mica, so that the staircase itself is lit even as you're descending into. Oh wow. Okay, Sophia's dropping that in. So even as we're descending in or moving into the dark unknown, the intuitive part of us is always lit. We always have light. We're never
Mhm.
stumbling down a stair into something. Ooh, okay. Thanks. What'd you
Yeah.
get?
All right. So when I drew this and I first looked at it and I thought, wow, everything's in blue. And then after I looked at all my meaning, I'm like, wait a minute, that heart is purple. So
Ah.
I first drew this purple heart that is being me and safe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I used white, which doesn't show up, and I was guided to write the word love inside the heart.
Okay.
And then I made these blue, I don't know, waves.
Yeah.
Uh, and blue is heartfelt joy.
Oh.
And then I picked up white again and have like these 5 lines that go out. I don't know, maybe you'd call it just energy moving out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And white is having a higher connection to the divine angels, guides, and all there is.
Oh, I love it. So from this centered, uh, okay, because part of the message that I got was we can decide, and somebody else shared this at some point, and I had never thought about it. People can say, "I want to be safe. I want to be safe." Well, decide you're safe.
Hmm.
It's not a look around me and see if I'm safe. It's I am safe no matter what. And that's what I got from this safe, secure thing that we were talking about was we're the ones that decide whether we're safe or unsafe.
Yeah.
And so I love that kind of because you've got this contained heart that's you're safe. The because this is something I think you and I've been talking about. The essential part of you is safe.
Hmm.
And then it can be on these waves. It's still going to bob along safe, and it's going to emit that safety out to the world, which is what you bring people from your work.
Yeah, because you read that part that familiar doesn't mean safe.
Yeah, we just, our brains think it does.
Right. But just because we think something's familiar or predictable, and I think that that's where we go wrong, is that everything is changing, so nothing's 100% predictable.
Right.
We
And
just think it is.
yeah, I was thinking when I was going through that, we had all the stuff set up where we were seeing we were able to visit the kids every year and be with them. Now, that only happened 2 or 3 times in real reality, but it felt like, oh, we have this thing. Well, then the first one got old enough where she has a job, so we haven't seen her in ever. Now this next one is in high school. It's going to be 3.5 more years before, and then that means he'll be grown and gone, and we probably won't see him. So maybe we can get together with Mercedes, maybe. And I
Maybe.
have to let go of this because Jim and I don't know, we just invested a whole lot in getting this whole system set up, and now it's over and it's done, and I'm like, so I have to make peace with that. But I could see that my angst came from, ooh, I think we did it 3 times. We did that 3 times, so it's our thing, and now it's familiar, and I don't want it to change. But it
Yeah.
has changed. And
Well,
so, yeah.
and remember when I said like every time that we go away, which is frequently, it
Mm-hmm.
disrupts my pattern. It's a change. And I was thinking about, well, how does that fit into all this change that keeps happening?
Mm-hmm.
And so I still have to figure out like, okay, how do I maintain what's important to me
Yeah.
through those changes and what sustains me?
Yes. And taking them, hmm, taking the pieces that sustain you, almost like you have a little kit bag. And okay, you go away, but you still bring those sustaining,
Hmm.
processes, whatever. They go along with you. No matter where you're at, you still do those things.
Right. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have uh Wi-Fi that allowed me to tune into any Zoom things. I couldn't watch videos. I couldn't listen to some of the podcasts or things that I normally would listen
You
to.
were out in the wild, wild west.
I was out there. So thank goodness I brought a book that I could dive into.
Mm-hmm.
They had a puzzle out or, several
Mm-hmm.
puzzles over the course of the time. So I could do other things. Ah, okay. These disruptions allow me to do other things than what's familiar.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't like it because I wanted some of my.
I know, I know, I know. Oh,
So
I
there's a
can't.
whole.
It tells us how, I'm going to go ahead and use the word that came to my mind, addicted
I
to
think,
some of the, especially the things like with on YouTube and stuff. Um, we're addicted to that particular type of dopamine hit from, yeah, and how can we, yeah, I love it, that shift, because that's what I'm going to have to do with the kids. We're either not going to see them, or I've got to make some significant changes, which might not be easy to make, but they got to be done. um, and then just, am I going to see them or am I not? If I am, then I've got to make changes.
mhm.
And yeah.
I'm I'm getting other. Okay, so by me not being able to do the things that I was accustomed to doing,
I
that
like that word, accustomed.
I feel supported me,
Mm-hmm.
now I have this spaciousness to allow for new things to come in to support me
Yes.
and to realize that there's an abundance of things and it's not just these I want to listen to Roz or I want to, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So we can,
wow,
oh, what was it? See, now I like, did we read that today or did something I heard earlier? Um,
doesn't matter.
yeah, but it's like we're broadening our horizons to what, I love that, what can sustain us.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Oh, that seems important.
It's like adding to our tool thing. We're not full with what we do
Ooh,
right now.
ooh.
There's an
It's like
expansion.
it's like instead of having a 16 crayon box, we got the 64 crayon box.
Yeah. But we were so content with the 16, like, but my 16 didn't make it on the trip. But on this trip, there's a 64, but I can't take it in because I'm looking for my 16.
Yes. Now, isn't that what today's whole message was? I have goosebumps everywhere. Was about, was, where are we holding so tight to what is familiar that we can't see what is now in front of us? Well, here's another thing. We like this particular restaurant and we couldn't get reservations. Well, I wanted to have the whatever. So instead, we end up at a buffet that has 800 more choices, but I'm still paid because, well, I couldn't have Luigi's chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
Hello. Luigi's didn't die. There will be another chicken parmesan in your life. Could we not, look at this and see what could be? Isn't it interesting how we just get these little blinders? One of the other piece is it does take less energy to do with everything in this blinder habit that we're
Hmm.
doing.
Yeah, it's autopilot. It's efficient.
And ooh, okay, Sophia's like, hello, listen to what you're saying. How deep are we really going into things? How reverent and sacred are we really making them when we do them on autopilot?
We're not.
What are we? We're just. When I went doot doot doot. All right, done that. Okay, I'm moving on because I've done that. Well, how much of me was there doing it?
I was also thinking that for you to discover Luigi's chicken parmesan, you had to go from something else that was your favorite to
Yeah,
there had to be an opening to even go there and
yeah.
discover.
And it then became my favorite. I could get a
Yeah.
new favorite over it. Yeah. And we just get locked into these things. Well, you'll be surprised. Rainbows. Oh, I'm doing Phyllis. So I got and several of them were mixed colors. So my top one is lilac, which is purple and white, and so that's sovereignty and spirit. Then under it is olive, which is a green, which is growth, but it's grounded. And then I also put today kind of like it's solid. And then under that, there's more green, which is emerald. And that for me felt like, well, that's fresh growth. And then it's all undergirded by the salmon, which is a high level of love. So it's not the ooey gooey Valentine thing. It's solid love. So I like that. Um, but I was interested in how it went from the fresh growth is below and then the solid growth was above. So I was interesting. I'm not sure exactly what.
You know, when you talk about bringing in the energy from the heavens and then the earth,
Mm-hmm.
I think that that new growth is the human
Ah,
because you have a really nice grounded,
yeah,
and it's in a grounded color, and then you have the earth, and that's all like really, I don't know. It feels grounding, like it feels like solid.
right, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like this is where I'm playing,
Mm-hmm.
and then it becomes this solid thing. Um, it's almost like I don't have to do much work with it. I mean, it's there, it's solid.
Yeah, and the rainbow feels like there's a containment.
Yes, and then it's all contained by spirit and this idea of being sovereign. I
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah, cool.
Feels fun to get arches. As long as they're not yellow arches, I guess. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to invite you to consider your diamond. Let me go close the records. I appreciate them opening them for us today. Hmm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, what would you say is your diamond for today?
My diamond is this message to be open to new ways of being sustained.
Beautiful. Yeah. Mine is I'm better served by not taking the easy way out from always doing the familiar.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And because this has been a lifelong thing. We've had to take the car back to the shop again for the power steering again. It was just last May, which that trip was only 11 months after the former time. It's just gotten to be the materials is not the big deal. It's just where it is. The hours to have it, is just like, ugh. And I notice this about myself. I have a set routine. We got a lot to do. And I got to
Yeah.
wait, no, wait. We're going to do that. And then I've got to, and, I am just not good. And I really question myself about, is it the control thing? There probably is a little bit of control, but somebody's got to get things going so I get home to do my thing and make him dinner. Someone, it might be me, needs to have a plan. But I don't think it's so much control, but there is something in that. It's just, I don't know, I'm going to have to play with it, but it's just this piece of like, here's how we get from A to B. And then the next thing I've got to go from A to Z to get back to B. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's like being rerouted and you don't want to be rerouted. It's
I know
in
where I'm going. Leave me alone. Why? And I'm irritated. I actually asked Jim, I am feeling better. All the things that I had going on, which I'm really beginning to think, it was just sheer exhaustion. And, but it just seemed like this, after the third one, I said, all right, I'll tell you what. You tell me all of her available slots, and I'll see if they can fit into our calendar.
Mm.
Wouldn't that have been easier in the first place? So when we went out, I said, Jim, was she being, or is it you? He said, I think it was you. I said, oh, thanks. You could have lied. Maybe it is me. Maybe I just want to make the appointment and get on. I got 2 more things to do today that I don't want to do in the first place, but I got to do them. Why are we
So
hanging out here arguing about an appointment?
then you become impatient because time's ticking and it's like, come on, we gotta go. But what I heard was be open to the detour.
All right. Oh, maybe that's my new path.
Maybe you'll find your next best restaurant on the detour. Like, wow, look at that. I never knew that was there.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. The
I like
world
that.
works in mysterious ways to show us things.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This was
Yeah,
wonderful. Oh.
always fun.
Well, let's return energy. So, any energy in your field that belongs to someone else, we're going to return it to sender with love and consciousness. And deep breath in. Return it to sender. Any energy in your field that belongs to something else. We're going to release all of that and allow it to be transmuted back into love. Deep breath in. Releasing it all. And now calling all of your energy back to your field. And again, allowing that energy to settle in right where it belongs, filling in all the empty spots, especially those left by the energy we released, the energy we returned. And one more time, bringing your spiritual body and your physical bodies together, head to your head, heart to your heart, hips to your hips, feet to your feet, anchoring down into your Earth Star chakra, taking a nice breath here. Beautiful. Coming up for a big hug. Letting that energy that's returned to you know, I see you. I feel you. I'm listening to you. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Well, I think we did it. This was a whiz bang first dark moon of the year. Hot dog. More to come, more to come. So it is with deep gratitude and much love that I declare our circle is complete. Beautiful. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.